The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move it to the top 5.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Yeah, he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Lions at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. Now they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he gets this from the midfield before he's run down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he works free. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. That's complete right side. It's too slow. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
As general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Montgomery going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Looking to put a drive together. McCarthy off the play fake. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now McCarthy. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he rifles one incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw, Goff. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to count the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
They'll run with Gibbs. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
180. Turbo.
Once more Montgomery. And this time he'll score. Touchdown Lions. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell you you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings 1st down as he'll get this up to midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks look all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. His throw incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. McCarthy operating from the gun. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A gain of 7, but it's 4th down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. Did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Like 20.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. To throw is gone. That's complete to the Porter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
20.
Now gone. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good. For the Lions, first down.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0.
Kicking off for the Lions.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's McCarthy. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing is McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A final shot before break. McCarthy. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Well, here's Jones again on second down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And, I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun on third down, McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now
an audible here to get a new look. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Sliding out of the pocket. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
An inside give to Jones. Gets through, and now an opening. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And now they'll shift things around. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. They go back to the ground with Jones. Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I think we put together a job description for a middle linebacker. We would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Here comes third down at 7.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, McCarthy. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Lions 28, Vikings 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Watch the lineman, watch the bullet, watch the bullet. Crotch.
Here's Goff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out of the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Hey,
Gibbs straight ahead. And shedding through the tackle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And his throw is incomplete. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The kicker on for the point after.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Vikings 7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 try.
Now McCarthy. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Justin Jefferson.
I think this one offensively, this is what we were just saying. Let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Let's go. Cougar 19, Buffalo 18. 18, Rattler, 8. Take up.
McCarthy going to throw again. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get it down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
On play action, now McCarthy. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. The coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7. McCarthy operating from the gun. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Vikings 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Next the score, Lions 42, Vikings 14.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. He's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
First down, Vikings.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets him to about the 44. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing is McCarthy. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
To the air with McCarthy. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 41 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
180.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Yeah. Hey, give me a D. Give me the E.
180. What's that?
And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Lions, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L, catch a plane. I probably f*** you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister at with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shaw, spin around and watch it.